Hey everyone, Samirah here. So I've done my brows and I've also concealed my lids. My face is fresh. I've used Neutrogena Naturals Night Cream. It's just a regular moisturizer. And now I'm going to set my lids with Nye Banana Powder. And I'm using a Sonia Kashuk blending brush to do that. I use this brush for multi-purposes. Like, I use it for a lot of different things. So I'm just doing that so I don't get any creasing and to stop any oiliness. Now for the palette I'm using, almost everybody's fave, the Morphe 350. I'm using this peachy color. There you go, now you can see it. This peachy color. And I'm using the Sigma E40 to blend that onto my lid. Not exactly in my crease, but as a transition shade for the color I'm going to use in my crease. Now something I've learned to do is focus on one eye at a time. Blend, then move on to the next one. If you need to blend some more, go back to that eye and just keep it moving one at a time so you can see what you messed up with on one side and what you can fix once you get to the other side, so that's what I did. Just focus on one eye at a time. I found that helps a lot, and if you need to adjust, you just go back and adjust real quick. So I got to the opacity that I want, and now I'm going in with this true orange, and I'm using the Morphe M412. I just started trying out their eye brushes, and I must say they're pretty good. But yeah, using this Morphe M412 really helped for that orange to really be pinpointed where I wanted it in the crease and to get it as intense as I wanted while still blending it out, So I basically got that as intense as I wanted before moving on to the next shadow. And you're going to see how I got it in a second. There you go. So you can see the green. Where did I get green from? You can see the orange and you can see that peach right above it. Now I'm going in with this red hot chili pepper color, also in the 350. All the shadows I'm using are in the 350 palette. And I'm using this Morphe M412 again. Getting it right in that crease, but this time I'm taking it a little bit lower and getting onto the lid a lot more with it, and just getting it as intense as I want it before I start to blend everything all together using the Sigma E40. This is like my favorite blending brush ever. I'm gonna have to try the MAC one and see which one I like more. So I'm taking that M412 with the red hot chili pepper color, and I'm putting that on the inner corner of my lid as well, so it'll blend better when I apply my actual lid color. Now to get ready for my lid color, I'm using the NYX Glitter Primer, and I love this for shimmery eyeshadows. Oh my god, I love this because a lot of times with shimmery eyeshadows, they transfer onto the top part of my crease and stuff because my lids are somewhat hooded, not completely. They're like semi-hooded, and I'm using the I'm using the MAC 242. A plane is flying over me while I'm talking. Yes, I'm using the MAC 242 and applying the bronzy color over the glitter primer. The glitter primer. And I'm just making sure there aren't any choppy edges or anything. I know I'm going to be able to blend it out later, but it just helps to start blending somewhat now. So not even somewhat. Blend before you start to blend. Get it? Blend before you start to blend. I know that sounds crazy. And now I'm going in with this deep warm brown using the Morphe M322, I believe. And I'm putting that on the outer and inner corners of the lid, basically sandwiching the bronzy color. And, just getting it where I want it to be before I start to blend that how I want it to be blended. I'm sorry, I'm sick right now, so I'm trying to get every word out without it crackling out my throat. But yeah, I'm using the Sigma E40 to make sure that blends well with the orange, and I'm also going to use the Sigma E35 to make sure the bronze at the top of my lid in the crease blends well with that brown as well. So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to go in again. It's not showing yet, but I'm going to go in with the orange and blend that with the Sigma E40. I didn't put that clip in, but that's what I'm blending right here is the orange over it all so it could stay nice and warm. Now I'm going in with this deep brown that's in. It's the deepest brown in the palette, and I'm using the M322 again just on the outer corners of my lid to get that nice and deep. and then I'm going to blend that out using a tapered blending brush. This one is from, I think, Coastal Scents. Yeah, it's from Coastal Scents. And then I'm taking the Sonia Kashuk blending brush, my multi-purpose brush, and I'm blending everything all with that because this doesn't really have any product on it. All it had was that Nye Banana Powder. So I got my lids how I wanted, blended everything. Now I'm going to prime my face using the Urban Decay Brightening and Tightening Primer because I got it on sale and I don't really own any primers because I never wear makeup that long. But yeah. And then I'm going in with Revlon Colorstay, my favorite foundation in caramel. And I'm using the Real Techniques blending sponge, beauty, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm using that. And I always tell y'all how much I love the Revlon Colorstay and Caramel First foundation I found that really, really matches me. Yes. Okay, so now moving on to concealer. I'm using my fave right now, the LA Girls Pro Concealer in Warm Honey. I'm just going to speed through this part. And yeah, it just, highlights your face where you want it to be highlighted, under your eyes, no dark circles, all of that stuff. And now I'm baking with the Nye Banana Powder. I don't know if I want to move on to like Laura Mercier or anything like that because this does the job. And I come from, a family in a household where if it's not broke, don't fix it, especially if it costs more. So yeah, I use the Nye Banana Powder. It works. I also use it on the side of my nose because I sweat a lot on the side of my nose and my nose period, like the bridge of my nose. A lot of times by the time I'm done with my makeup, it's sweating. But I'm using the MAC Sheer Select powder in NC42, and I'm using a Sigma Kabuki brush. I'll list it down below, the angled Kabuki, and I'm just patting that, like pressing that into my skin before completely blending buffing my skin. I'm wiping away the Nye Banana Powder, and then I'm gonna just buff my skin. I'm sorry if you hear airplane in the background. Again, buffing that all in and just gives you a nice airbrush finish. Now I'm using this NYX eyeliner in Jet Black, and I'm applying that to my waterline. And this, I don't know, sometimes I like to put a skin tone eyeliner, and then I don't know, it's just when you put a black eyeliner, it just looks more smoldering and sexy to me. So that's what I use. And I'm going in with that warm deep brown, and I'm using a pencil brush. I got this from the beauty supply store. Yeah, it ain't even no brand or nothing. I don't even know the name of the brand. I think it's Kana or something. I'm using that warm brown under on my lower lid, and then I'm taking the Sigma E15 with that deepest brown that I used on my crease and applying that there. Now I'm going to apply some mascara. You can use any kind of mascara that works for you. This is Revlon's Grow Luscious. I don't buy expensive mascaras that much because they expire so quickly, so why waste your money, And now I'm going to bronze my face using the MAC using MAC's blunt blush. Yeah, MAC blunt blush. It's tongue tying me and my throat hurts. And now I'm using Koko lashes in Marilyn, my fave. I love these lashes because they're nice and bold, but they're not too together. I don't know how. Oh yes, I'm using the Tarte Makeup Shayla contour palette. Yes, I couldn't wait to get this because I had to support Slayla. Had to. And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills that glow palette. Listen, do you see me? I said wow when I applied this. I'm gonna list the Morphe brush I'm using down below. I can't remember what it is off the back. It's a fan brush, but yeah, I'm using that Kabuki brush just to make sure there's no harsh line between the highlighter and my under eye area. And now on my nose, I'm using the Laura Geller highlighter in Gilded Honey. And again, my multi-purpose brush to make sure it's spread all out. Now for blush, I'm using MAC's Blunt Blush with Milani's Coral Cove. And I use the blunt blush to warm up the coral coat, so it's not too bright, but it still gives me a nice flushy color. Now on my lips, I'm using NYX's lip liner in Rose Brown. And right after I did my top lip, I remember I didn't highlight it. So I'm using the L'Oreal Gilded Honey on my Gilded Honey on my top lip. And the reason I use that on my top lip and on the bridge of my nose, because that is more shimmery than the That Glow palette. The That Glow palette gives you a nice glowy, like it's perfect for your cheekbones stuff if you want a natural glowy look. Oh yeah, on my lips I use NYX Sable lipstick in NYX's matte lipstick in Sable, and I also use Gerard Cosmetics Nude lip gloss. And now I'm going back over my top lip with the Rose Brown lip liner from NYX, and I spritz my face with Matte Fix Plus, apply my highlighter again on my nose to make it stand out more, and then use Urban Decay's All Nighter. Oh, and definitely couldn't forget to fleek the edges. A lot of body edge control, not sponsored. You already know I love them. But yeah, that completes the look. The edges complete the look. So here we go. Edges fleek, makeup fleek, everything on fleek. Yeah, can you tell I'm getting better at makeup? I hope you can, because I have really been putting in some effort, you know? So this is the final look, and also I have a lot coming up. I don't want to say what it is. I'm just going to say it has to do with natural hair. Here's a hint. Bye.